There's a storm coming, and it's not the world, it's you. The world doesn't need more nice guys chasing fake peace. It needs men forged in silence, hardened by fire, sharpened like a blade. Miyamoto Musashi didn't just master the sword, he mastered reality. He walked into duels knowing he'd kill, not because he was angry, but because he was ready. You can only fight the way you practice. Musashi didn't just train to win battles, he trained to win life. If you're tired of drifting, tired of feeling lost in your own skin, tired of living soft, numb, and forgettable, then burn this into your brain. These 7 principles will either break you or forge you into something this world doesn't know how to handle. After this video, you'll never see the world the same again. Let's dive in. 1. Intentional isolation. Sharpen your focus. There's a reason Musashi wandered alone. He wasn't lonely, he was focused. In a world where everyone is screaming for attention, the warrior retreats, not to escape, but to refine. He goes dark so his mind gets sharp. Musashi said, "Do not seek pleasure for its own sake. Do not depend on partial feelings. Every distraction, every party, notification, casual conversation, they're all knives pointed at your clarity. And clarity is survival. Modern life sells you the lie of connection. But real connection begins when you're alone with your thoughts, and you finally stop running from them. Intentional isolation isn't hiding. It's selecting solitude like a weapon. Go dark, pull back, cut the noise. Watch your vision return like a blade being unsheathed. The man who is alone, truly alone, sees everything. 2. Stepping back emotionally. Destroy unnecessary conflict. Most people react, they bark back, they snap, panic, attack, get baited, get tricked, get pulled into wars that never needed to happen. Not Musashi. He said, "Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world." When a samurai stepped onto the battlefield, his mind was still, emotionless, not because he didn't feel one, but because he had mastery over it. You lose when you get emotional, when you let pride answer for you, when you react from pain instead of clarity. Imagine how many battles you've lost, arguments, relationships, jobs, because you let someone else control your state. Musashi didn't waste energy on noise. He understood every emotion you don't control becomes a weapon used against you. Stepping back emotionally is a lethal skill. It's not about being cold, it's about choosing your wars intentionally. Most people swing their sword wildly. The modern warrior waits in silence and strikes only once, when it matters most. 3. A dual perspective mind. Turn setbacks into power. Musashi trained with both hands. Most warriors only fought with one, but he believed a true swordsman must wield with both. Why? Because thinking with one side makes you predictable, blind, weak. This is deeper than swordplay. This is mental warfare. The dual perspective mind sees from 2 angles: pain and opportunity, loss and leverage, fear and power. When something bad happens, most people spiral. Musashi, he'd ask, what advantage is disguised here? Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye. That's the 3rd principle. Someone betrays you, now you see who they really are. You get rejected, now you're free to level up. You fail publicly, now you're feared for your resilience. This kind of mindset is dangerous. It turns every setback into fuel. It removes victimhood and replaces it with strategy. Most people break when life hits. You learn to wield both hands, the pain and the power. 4. Calculated positioning. Always move with leverage. Musashi didn't just walk into battles. He watched the terrain, he studied angles, he moved first, mentally. This is the 4th principle, position before domination. Modern men throw themselves into everything: relationships, arguments, deals, battles, without knowing the battlefield. They chase, they react, they beg for power. Musashi would wait, not out of fear, but out of calculation. He wrote, "In strategy, it is important to see distant things as if they were close, and to take a distanced view of close things." He positioned himself before the attack. Your positioning is everything: how you walk into a room, how you set boundaries, how you let people see you or don't. Every move should be a step toward leverage. You don't date randomly, you don't speak emotionally, you don't show your hand early. Like chess, you control the board before you strike. Power doesn't scream, it whispers from the shadows, and the warrior who understands positioning doesn't need to fight, because he's already won before the first strike lands. 5. Fast action. Set the blade in motion. Musashi killed his first man at 13. No hesitation, no delay, no second guessing. He understood something most men never learn. Momentum kills fear. When you hesitate, you die. When you delay, you rot. The way is in training. One must do it, not talk about it, not wait until it's perfect, not get stuck in analysis. Just move. Fast action isn't recklessness, it's intention in motion. It's cutting hesitation into pieces and replacing it with speed. Think of all the dreams you've had that never moved past your skull, all the ideas buried under overthinking, all the moves you should have made but didn't. You didn't lack potential, you lacked execution. Musashi's way was this: strike before your opponent finishes their thought. In life, that means sending the message, making the offer, taking the trip, changing the habit. Now, not next Monday. Fast action creates gravity. It pulls results into your orbit, and most importantly, it shows the world you are not just another man waiting for permission. You're already swinging the blade. 6. Detachment. Burn the old skin. Musashi lived like a ghost, no permanent home, no attachment to status, women, comfort, or even safety. Why? Because he knew this. Attachment makes you soft. He said, accept everything just the way it is. Resentment and complaint are appropriate neither for oneself nor others. In other words, let go or be pulled under. Detachment isn't numbness, it's clarity. Most people cling to who they used to be, to dead relationships, to their identity, even when it's outdated. Musashi shed his skin constantly. He evolved ruthlessly. You don't become dangerous by staying who you were. You become dangerous when you're willing to let it all burn, to become something sharper. When you let go of needing validation, needing comfort, needing to be liked, needing to be understood, you become something no one can control. Most men live in chains they call loyalty. Loyalty to versions of themselves they should have killed years ago. Musashi teaches this. Detach so you can evolve. Let the version of you that's weak, reactive, and addicted die, or stay where you are and rot with it. 7. One clear goal directs undivided attention. A sword is deadly because it's simple. It has one edge, one direction, one purpose. Cut. Musashi lived with the same principle. One mission, one aim. No clutter, no chaos. He said, if you wish to control others, you must first control yourself. But how do you control yourself? Focus. One clear goal, one path forward. In a world addicted to doing everything, he chose to master one thing, the way of the sword. He didn't dabble, he devoured. You don't need 20 goals. You don't need to reinvent yourself every month. You need one clear obsession. Burn everything else. Most people are scattered, half in, half out, halfway through a dozen lives. You lock in, you commit, you obsess. A blade that's used for everything becomes dull, but a blade that's trained for one purpose, unstoppable. Find your sword, sharpen it, wield it until the world bleeds opportunity. You are the weapon now. These 7 principles are not gentle. They are not meant to comfort you. They are meant to destroy the man you were, so something lethal can be born in his place. Musashi's way wasn't for everyone. It wasn't meant to be. But if you've reached this point, you already know. You were never meant to live an ordinary life. And if you want peace, you must first become something the world fears. The true science of martial arts means practicing them in such a way that they will be useful at any time. Another quote by Musashi, these are not principles for a hobby. They're blueprints for war. You are not just a man. You are the weapon. Now go live like it. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.